All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? First things first, I want to make sure that people can hear me okay, that the audio is right. I changed a mic setting because there's a lot of background noise coming, and I want to. No, not you, my computer. um, I want to see if I can cut that out as much as possible, so I turned a filter on the mic. But let me know if it's too quiet. Because my fans aren't making noise right now, but let me know if this is too quiet or should I turn it back to the previous setting. So today we're trying Lurrus Goblins. Haven't come up with a sweet name for it yet, which is a problem. We had Buoyant BOYZ.
Well, everything is too close to furries.
Yeah. Yeah, something about Purry Goblins sounds wrong. So this is a very different kind of goblin deck, right? Something that is immediately apparent. There's no Aether Vials, there's no Goblin Matrons, there's no Goblin Ringleaders, no War Chiefs, no Prospect or no Pashlik Mons, no Sling Gang, no Trash Master, no Jump Home Incinerator. A lot of our favorites are gone, unfortunately. Yeah, it's sad to see a lot of our favorite cards not in the deck. However, we do have a couple sweet things. We've still got our Goblin Lackeys, we still got our Script Prospectors, and we got 4 of them now. We still got 3 Mog War Marshals, the Goblin Den. Ooh, that's good. Lurrus of the Dream Den. Okay.
That's the best suggestion I've heard.
All right, the Goblin Den. That's good. That's top in the running right now. Baby BOYZ. I don't see why they're baby. I guess because they're all 1 and 2 drops. I don't like that. Hey, Megalino. Okay, so let me explain more what's going on. So this list was inspired by a deck list that won the last Legacy Challenge, or the Saturday one anyway. That was basically like, I think the pilot calls it Turbo Taxes, which is pretty funny. But it's basically Death and Taxes with Lurrus cutting, quote unquote, like all the good cards and putting in 4 Leonin Arbiters, 4 Ghost Quarters, Mox Amber, Isamaru. And as soon as I saw Isamaru, I was like, okay. As soon as I saw Isamaru, I was like, okay. So if you have Lurrus in your deck, the floor for creatures, playable creatures, must be very low. Like it can't. You must have a very like low floor on a lot of your cards. Or Lurrus allows you to have a low floor on a lot of your cards because Lurrus is so powerful. So that allows me to cut down on so many of our powerful cards like Matron Ringleader. So this is much more of an aggressive deck than typical Goblins, obviously, all 1s and 2 drops and playing Lotus Petals. So for those of you who don't know, actually, I guess some people not in the loop, Lurrus of the Dream Den is a 1 hybrid black-white, 3/2 lifelink companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less. And if it's the companion, you can cast it once from outside the game. So it eats up a sideboard slot. Basically, hey Brainstorm. During each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. So this works really well in this deck. Obviously, we've got Lotus Petals. So like the interaction that you can do with Petals are pretty stupid. Like on turn 1 or on turn 2, you can just go play your second land, play Petal, cast Lurrus, get back Petal. Oh, Cardboard Live's still not updated. Fine, I'll update Cardboard Live. Alright, one sec while I do that. Be right back. Okay. So I don't have this typed down on paper, so I gotta do it really quick. What? No.
Were you talking to me?
No.
Or?
No, you're good.
Oh, someone's using the brew.
Okay. So 3 mock fanatics, 4 experts, 4 skirk prospectors, 3 mock or marshal, 4 mire, 1 mountain, no ports. I'll explain everything, don't worry about it. Just let me do this. 3 caverns, 1 swamp. What else? Oh, 2 Caracas, 2 Sunbed Canyon. What else do we got in this deck? Okay, so 2 bolts, 2 lightning bolt, 2 lightning bolt, 3 smugglers copter, 2 Phyrexian revoker, 3 Grenzo Havoc Razor, 2 Call of the Death Dweller. That's it. 4 less spell. 2 Call of the Death Dweller. Lurrus Petal. Sideboard. It's pretty similar, honestly. 4 mine for those. No chalices. Can't really play chalice. No relics. Can't really play relics. We have Nile Spellbomb. We have 1 needle. One oath of ghouls. 1 goblin. CHIR. 1 grafter's cage. Okay. I'm missing 2 cards. What am I? Oh, Lurrus, right.
Did you forget the main thing that your whole deck is built around?
Yes. I have the Dream Den. It's kind of an interesting thing. The meta is hideous, but I think the gameplay is better than it was. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What am I missing? Got the Needle got the Oath of Ghouls. Is it? Is it not registering Lurrus? Do I need to hyphenate it? Oh, 2 bombs. Okay, thank you. Okay. Is it working? Okay, answering questions. Rinko, Guillermo. Okay, so would it be too greedy to try a Lurrus combo with Skirk, Putrid, Metallic Mimic, Billarist? I think without any tutoring, that's impossible. That's too many cards to try to put together. And it's just going to be really fragile. How badly does it need 4 Badlands? Pretty bad, because you fetch out Badlands a lot and then they get wastelanded. Though we added the Swamp to the mana base after Jim played it. I still don't love Swamp, but it does seem reasonable. We do have a lot of black cards. Why did we cut Cavern to 3? Because Cavern doesn't cast Lurrus, basically. Or Bolts. Or like our cyber cards, like with this few lands you need, like looking at like actual true red sources. Just 13. We do obviously have prospectors, but we also don't want to be 15. So 15 actual red sources, but 4 of them are lotus petals. And then prospectors. So like these are red sources that cost us resources. Did I see the Elves list that won the PTQ? Had Lurrus in the board for matchups? Yes. Newton told me about that plan before the event, and it really paid off for him. Last time I played a 60 card main deck, a long time. Yeah, Guillermo, that D&T list is basically why. Oh, the Elder is really loud. Okay. I think the alert box. Oh, Ruda Barracuda, thanks for the follow. Alright, I'm just gonna mute the alerts so they pop up on the screen, but not make any noise. Okay, so the idea of this list is Lurrus is really good with a couple things. And Goblins, the best way to exploit Lurrus with Goblins is to use its sacrifice outlets and its ability to put things in the graveyard at a profit. And so Mog Fanatic and Skirk Prospector play well with that. Crater Maker goes in the graveyard. Mogwar Marshal goes in the graveyard. And this allows you to... so yeah, Baubles I thought about, but I couldn't find slots for them. And I don't want to have too much air in my deck where I want to be like using all of my mana every turn. But Bauble does sound appealing, but also they're like 60 tickets, and I'm not gonna. I literally don't have that much money on my account to buy Baubles because I sold all my tickets. So yeah, Bauble could be interesting, but I'm not sure what I would cut for them. I could like shave a Prospector. A Fnatic. Fnatic's really good in this deck. I don't know. Pirate Spellbomb or Bolts. So a big part of why I want Bolts is Dreadhorde Arcanist, and stuff like Seal of Fire or Pirate Spellbomb does not deal with Dreadhorde. Deadweight's interesting, but it's another black card, and it's not instant speed. Yeah, I just think Lightning Bolt's just a better, like enough of a better card, like 3 damage, like this kills an Elk, Seal of Fire or Deadweight don't. Dreadhorde Arcanist. No, Deadweight does deal with Dreadhorde. Bolt's just good. Bolt's just a good magic card. And if you want to get really spicy, you could try putting like Goblin Grenade in here, but I think that's going a little too deep. So this card's really, really sweet. This is from Ikoria. Call of the Death Dweller, 2 and a black, sorcery, return up to 2 target creature cards from total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a Death Touch counter on either of them, and put a Menace counter on either of them. So one gets Death Touch, one gets Menace. And Death Touch counters are really sweet in this deck, because if you bring back a Munitions Expert, the trigger will have Death Touch. Mog Fanatic will have Death Touch. Like I killed a Batterskull with Mog Fanatic. Giving Lackey or Pile Driver Menace can be very good. Crater Maker also benefits from the Death Touch. Grenzo abstractly gets better with Menace, just because attacking becomes easier. We have 2 Phyrexian Revokers in here. I wanted some main deck interaction for combo, and this is something that is recurable with Lurrus if it dies. It doesn't affect the mana base at all. Yeah, you could kill Emrakul with Mog Fanatic, yeah. Yes, Death Touch. I wish Death Touch worked on Planeswalkers. That would be pretty cool. And then we have 3 Smuggler's Copters. So Copter is another way to get things into the graveyard easily. It loots away some of our low-impact later cards, like, Goblinaki is going to be pretty bad late game. Script Prospector is probably not very good. And we want to dig for, like, more calls, or we want to dig for more Munitions Experts or Grenzos. And also just gives us an extra angle from attack, so if the ground is too gummed up, but we're going to have a bunch of 1/1s on board, so crewing is going to be very easy. And again, it comes back with Lurrus. So sideboard, we've got kind of my normal anti-combo package of 4 Red Blasts, which are just like so good in the format in general. 2 Mindbreak Traps for your Gyruda. So this is like your Gyruda package right here. Those 7. But also, you'll be happy to see most of these cards against Storm. No ports. How are you fitting ports into 21 lands and 2 colors is basically the problem. I had been playing 20 lands. Jim was getting mana screwed a lot with 20, and so he suggested adding a swamp. Basic swamp is also kind of nice to be able to fetch out easily if you want to go like turn 2 expert but not expose yourself to Wasteland. Bitter Blossom or Winter Orb. Somebody suggested Winter Orb to me, and it's like seems kind of sick, but though this deck has a lot of mana sinks, so I don't know if you want to like tie down your mana that much. But I mean, you do have Skirk and Petals and stuff, so maybe Winter Orb is good here for like control. But Oath of Ghouls is kind of my anti-control card. I don't think I want either Seal of Fire or Ditto 8, just because this deck already has a lot of recurable removal with for Lurrus. Like we still have the Fanatics and Experts and Crater Makers. So at that point, those angles are kind of covered. So I think if we're at the point of the game where we're recurring removal, we already have the tools for that. So we should play Bolt as like the tertiary removal. That is just the most efficient thing. No Dark Confidant. Bob's an interesting idea in the deck, but again, not sure what the cuts would be. Maybe you would take the Copter slot. Would stretch the mana a little bit more, but that is an interesting idea. How to decide and call the Death Dweller over Unearth. Basically, the interactions I described, like the synergy. Like, this deck is already quite low to the ground, I think, and so you don't need, like, Unearth's always a 1-for-1, right? Whereas Call the Death Dweller is, like, going to be a 2-for-1 or, like, a 3-for-1 if, like, you get back Expert and the Fanatic, and you get to kill 2 things, but the Expert sticks around and has Menace, and that could abstractly be worth a card in some situations. Companions are super game warping. They're overwhelmingly dominant in the meta. This deck is really fun though. So I think the gameplay is better than it was in the everything is 4-color snow, just all 4-color snow all the time, just all the time. That meta was awful, and I'm glad we have something different. I think that this is a better direction in terms of gameplay, but the healthiness of the meta is also bad. Okay, so Oath of Ghouls. This card is a clusterfuck of a text box. But basically what it means is whoever has, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, whoever has more creatures in their graveyard gets a creature back from the graveyard to the hand. I don't think anyone's going to have more creatures in the graveyard than we will, most of the time. So this card's just an insane grind engine, and if it gets decayed, you can get it back with Lurrus, which is really sick. Oh, thanks, Trillius. Meekstone. I'm not sure Meekstone hits anything that matters in the meta. Goblin Trojan is here to protect our Lurrus in like the Delver matchups, like Grixis Delver and Bug Delver. Like they're really going to struggle with this protecting Lurrus because it's just like you sacrifice a goblin, regenerate, then you cast your goblin out of your graveyard, get it back, and then you just have like Mogwar Marshal, just infinite Mogwar Marshal cycles. They can just never get rid of this. Have you found people playing Grave Hate against this? Yeah, sometimes. D&T brought in Rest in Peace against me, and it was pretty good. We got 2 Nile Spell Bombs because we can't play Relic, and this, cantripping is pretty good against, when you gotta grind a little bit, like against your Uro decks, cycling multiple Nile Spell Bombs with your Lurrus is really good. And we got one Pithy Needle to round out the hate if we run into any lands or Mother of Runes kind of deals. We have 3 Mach Fanatics, 2 Lightning Bolts, so Mom should not be a big problem. But equipment decks also comes in against Tess for Wishclaw Talisman. Pithy Needles are good. I always like having one Pithy Needle around in the sideboard. It's just a really good, well-rounded card. Pyrokinesis is a little worse here than in normal Goblins because we don't have the draw engine. But it's still just the 0 mana Wrath of God frequently. And the tempo swings are massive. So Jim Davis got a 5-0 with this list on his stream for Mog Monday. Or it's a very similar list. It was 4 Pile Drivers, 1 less Skirk, 1 less land, I think. Everything else is the same. And that was pretty impressive. He beat 2 Gyruda decks, he beat Sneak and Show, and then the Mono White Taxes list that this is based on, and then Eldrazi. Pile Driver I like abstractly in this kind of aggressive build, but the deck is slowly tilting more and more value oriented just because the Lurrus stuff is so ridiculous. Like I could imagine going up to 3 Call of the Death Dweller because this card's ridiculous. If I 5-0, am I going to play over traditional Goblins? I'm just trying a bunch of different stuff. This is my normal Goblins build. I think normal Goblins is fine. I haven't played in a little bit because I've been doing these like kind of memey like Buoyant BOYZ things and then working on this. I still think this deck is pretty reasonable. And playing this does kind of inform me on like what is good. From a different perspective. So like this taught me that Call of the Death Dweller is worth playing, like in warping a little bit too. So I went up a black source in this deck to play this, and I shaped a War Chief, so we're down to 1 War Chief in this build because War Chief's just not aging well. To play Grenzo, and I snuck in the other Mach Fanatics. Mach Fanatics also been very good. So let's hop in the league here and see how we do. I need a good name for this deck. Still looking for names. So I've gotten a 4-1 with this. So my first league was 3-2, and then with a pretty different build, and then adjusted things with the main deck calls. And main deck call, that list went 4-1. Cat Gob. It's not catchy enough. Clean Kitty? Oh, instead of Dirty Kitty? Oh, that's pretty funny. A little Goblins. I'm not sure I get it. The Mighty Wizbit. I will reveal my companion. Is the audio okay, everyone? Just let me know what you think. Is it too quiet? It's basically my real concern. All right, so there is Zirda deck. A little bit louder. It's about as loud as I can make it. Without changing the mic setting, because I'm trying to cut the... I mean, I can do this. This is going to be a lot louder, though. I don't know. I'm going to leave it where it is, because then people on YouTube are going to get mad at me. I'll just try to be closer to the mic. Here, let's be a little closer to the mic, and then I'll put my hands here, I guess. Just a keep against a Zirda deck. Here, what if I put the mic right here in front of me? How's that? This is really close to my face. I think this is a mulligan. It's really close because Crater Maker's one of our better cards against Zirda. And we do have a bolt up at all times. If we draw land or petal, it's decent. All right. This is really close. All right, so there's Zirda. So we can get bad lands. We don't have to care about Wasteland. ASMR Goblin stream. And the Goblin Lackey hits and puts in a Siege Gang commander. Chromatic Sphere. Okay. Land? Petal, okay. Okay. So we attack. We cast Lurrus, get back petal, hold up bolt. Do I play out my other prospector? I mean, it's kind of, you kind of get to do both, so. Okay. Turn 2 Lurrus is like very easy, which is kind of stupid. Double LED. Okay. Alright, I guess we just die. Neat. We have no null rods. I considered putting a null rod in the deck before we started, but I didn't own one. Alright, well. Alright, we're dead. This is my first time playing against a Zirda deck. Yeah, Revoker's going to be very good. Pithy Needle's going to be okay. Or no, oh yeah, that stuff salvagers. Okay. Mindbreak Trap's good. I just haven't seen this deck at all. Alright, so Copter's coming out because they play Karn. Yeah, basically vintage. Granzo's kind of sick here. If we hit their Karn, they just lose, basically. They can't beat an opposing Karn. I think we shave one of the calls. It might be, like, we might have use for one at some point, just buying back Crater Maker, but it's going to be too slow a lot of times, so we really don't want to draw two. And then I think we can shave a Monk Fanatic. All the other cards seem good. I mean, they didn't literally have the win, but they can make infinite mana and draw their whole deck. and I can't kill them. There's no way for me to kill them on the next turn, so I'm not going to make them click it out. It's kind of shitty. So Auriok Salvagers plus LED, and then is infinite mana, and then they have the chromatic whatever to draw their deck. All right. This game's kind of a meme. Lackey off a pedal. What we got? We got Mindbreak Trap. Please don't cast Swords to Plowshares. Holy shit. Ancient Tomb. Okay. It's one spell, two spells. Yeah, we gotta Mindbreak Trap that. Hopefully we draw a land. Nice. This is not 80 cards Goblins. This is Lurrus Goblins. Okay, so we're putting in Crater Maker for sure. Unless I'm being super greedy. Nah. Crater Maker. And then Wasteland you. Your deck is cool. Thanks. And am I holding up Crater Maker? Or am I playing the second Lackey? It's kind of close. It's close. This is close. Like they might kill me. Hey, Callum. Callum, I'm playing against Zirda. Do I play the second Lackey or do I have to hold up Crater Maker here? I know you're more of an expert in Zirda than I am. This is my first time playing against it. We got turn 2'd by Salvagers. Oh, cool. Second Lackey. I mean, it's. Yeah, all right, we're gonna hold. Okay. Mox Opal. So that's 2 mana. If they have like a pedal, I can't pop it. It loses to too much. Yeah, play it a little safer. I want to get Grenzo going so I can hit their 0 mana stuff. Fnatic. Oh, Jim Davis with the raid. Hey, Jim. 152 of you coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're in an interesting spot here. So I want to drop the Grenzo, but I also want to be able to kill Zirda. They did name... Oh, they caverned on humans, so they actually might not be able to do that. So I think this is okay. Let me just hold this up. Got 3 cards plus a Zirda. So we Mind Break trapped their Walking Ballista. And that's pretty good. Hitting the Opal. There's Caracas. Oh, they can filter it. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. You know what? I'm okay with this. That doesn't feel like that bad a trade to me. I really want to draw another Mind Break. Prospector. Okay. Prospector's pretty good here. Like more Caracas than Basic Island, yeah. So I think we drop Fanatic, or we drop Skirk and cast Fanatic. Costs us a lot if we have to kill that Zirda, though. They're just going to keep Caracasing. I think I might just drop the Grenzo again if they're going to Caracas it. That's fine. And I'll cast my Prospector. Do I think Mono Red Goblins is viable? No. Unfortunately. The poor man's Schadenport. Yeah, I think Mono Red is just not really a thing. Just Munitions Expert specifically is too important right now. All right. Oof, that's rough. We're in a bit of a tough spot here. Maybe I shouldn't have cast the Prospector. Because they get Lurrus, or they get Zirda with Caracas up. Our mana situation's been pretty awkward. Oh, they don't have Mox Opal anymore. Yeah, I just remembered. Hey, Lynn. Yeah, so they're floating the Mox. Yeah, Badlands are most expensive. Alright, so cast Zirda. You draw a card. So, abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana, and that costs less 1 mana. So they can't untap Monolith yet. They need another mana. Isn't it 4? So they just let this resolve? I need a Crocus of my own. That'd probably be my best draw. And if they go like petal untap monolith, then I'll blow it up. Okay. All right, we need like Pithing Needle would be good. Pithing Needle the monolith. Pile driver. Eee. This Caracas is so good. If it weren't for Caracas, we could Fanatic. Yeah, I gotta kill the monolith. Feels pretty bad. That's why I kind of wish we had 2 lackeys in play. Because 1 doesn't do anything, but 2 does. I mean, I guess we could play Fanatic and attack with our 2/2s. Maybe get something juicy off Grenzo. I think that's our best shot here to like play to win. Because I feel like if we just blow a monolith, like we're just so likely to die. I think I'm okay trading lackey off here. Maybe not. Yeah, Stink Scourger sucks. Okay. Okay. So we let this damage resolve, and then we Crater Maker the Zirda. Sacking Fanatic, unfortunately, but yeah, our lack of mana sources this game has been pretty rough because now we have no pressure. Yep, hopefully no LED. Okay. Pyrokinesis, please. Thank you. All right, there's a land. Our own Lurrus is shut off by that. That Caracas is so fucking good here. I'm gonna play the pile driver for mana efficiency. If we have Karn, Wish for LED, I'm dead. Is this just a big ballista? Fuck. Man, that Caracas ruined us this entire game. Ooh. That was good. Got an ballista there. I don't want to play Lurrus there with the Caracas in play. Yokohama, thanks for the follow. We're pretty dead here unless we draw pretty well. Like, Okay, there's a monolith, sure. Karn, fuck. Alright, so now we have to draw a Pithing Needle. Or I guess they can wish for LED and kill me, probably. Yeah, they do have the Chromatic Star. Yeah, I mean, this game was determined by that damn Caracas. We also had to Mind Break Trap the Ballista, the turn 1 Ballista. Alright, so I'm assuming this finds LED, and I die. Unless they play 4 LEDs main. Oh, lattice, okay. Okay. Needle? Yeah, plenty of mana. Alright, cool. Yeah, our lack of lands was a big problem. Alright. I mean, we probably should be playing Null Rod in our deck, but it's also pretty hard to beat. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if that Caracas hadn't kind of ruined our setup, we probably, I don't know, maybe that hand was not a keep. Nah, it was definitely a keep. Terminaki, Wasteland, My Brave Trap, like, should win a decent percentage of the time, but the fact that they got to, bounce our Grenzo, it was not offensive GGs, Arkin. They were just talking because they liked my deck. Offensive GGs is, like, not a thing. Bad games. Alright, so Zirda, probably pretty bad matchup. If we had... I don't think going after the Monolith earlier would have panned out for us. I mean, what we needed there was like a Munitions Expert, so we could actually profitably kill the thing, or like a Lightning Bolt, instead of sacking our entire board to kill the Zirda and then dying to Salvagers. Sir John. Okay. I think this person plays Depths. No companion revealed, you say. Anarchist Abe. Yeah, no companion. Roll to 6. If they are Depth, this hand's pretty good. But it's also quite slow. I kind of want to mulligan this, but it's also like a very reasonable keep. We've got our basics. Like, this is very good against like a Wasteland deck. Yeah, Def's not playing Lurrus would be also kind of weird, right? I think this is barely a mulligan. Okay, this is also pretty good. Gonna throw back... Petal's pretty good here. So I can cast the Lurrus really fast, buy back Petal. Yeah, Anarchist Abe, yeah. I was inspired by all bad cards DNT winning a challenge. By you boys. What am I throwing back here? I kind of want all my lands. This is a cube draft hand. I just throw back the one expert. Yeah, turn 2 Lurrus, hold up Bolt is pretty good. Oh, Copter's interesting. I think it's Canadian Threshold. The old Wooded Foothills Pass, try to stifle you. This is kind of a cube deck, which is funny. Sir John usually on loam. Okay. That does look like a set of loam fetch lands. Okay. Main deck Grafter's Cage. Healthy meta we have here. Healthy meta. Here's Munitions Expert. I think we just play Smuggler's Copter here. Smuggler's Copter Pedal. Off. Oh, fuck. I don't have an easy black source. I don't get wastelanded. Let's get a mountain. I think this could be lands. Yes, lands actually does make sense. This Revoker might be pretty good then. Main deck Pyroblast. Oh my god. In lands, that sounds so wrong. What do we have in the board for lands? We've got Stock 2 Now Spellbombs, Pithing Needle, Oath of Ghouls. Yeah. Lurrus is offline for now. We can always Crater Maker the Cage if we find that. Probably gonna like Revoker Mox Diamond, attack with Smuggler's Copter this turn. Here's a Wasteland. Yeah. Chalice on 1. Nope, not gonna sacrifice Bolt for that. Okay. Boo! Alright. Revoker. Mox Diamond. Crew. Hopefully we'll find Cavern Souls would be good. Any like Mogwai Marshals would be good. Caracas. I guess we ditch the Bolt because we can Cavern out Fanatic. I haven't played against the Lurrus. I played against Bug Delver and I beat it from like a pretty surprising board state. Loam. All right, this is quite a deck. They can't cast Exploration anymore. So, or Crop Rotation? Is this just actual 4C alone? Yeah, nice Chalice. Nice Chalice. We just loot away our dead cards. So they've got 2 lands in hand. Ooh, Pile Driver. Main deck return to nature to kill our copter. So we've effectively converted that chalice into nothing for them. Okay. They're just going to be so slow. Okay. Looks like it's a really wonky lands build. Alright, so these cards are good. Like Doc Gob against Punishing Fire. You just turn Punishing Fire into a bad edict. Copter seems very good against lands. Probably don't want bolts. Call seems reasonable, just as a value play, but maybe a little dicey to cast against the Loam Lock deck. Shave Experts. Not sure what they have as threats, whether it's just depths or if they've got like Elvish Reclaimers and stuff, but with Crater Makers, 2 Experts probably enough for whatever proactive stuff they have. You know, Bolt isn't bad. I don't know if they're going to board out Chalice or not, though. Let's just do this. Okay, this is a reasonable hand. Lackey into Revoker. I wish this was a mountain. Who else just wants to see Oath of Ghouls in action? They mulligan 5. Exploration, yep. Grove. Alright, looks like P-Fire might be online soon. Just a little scary. Fanatic. Am I running out Sunbaked Canyon first for Wasteland target, or am I running out Badlands? I think I'd rather than Wasteland the Sunbaked Canyon. This also might bait a Wasteland from them. I don't think my life total particularly matters. Yeah, definitely wish this was a mountain. Because they go like, Wasteland me. Yeah. Field of the Dead. Alright. Please don't have Punishing Fire as your last card. Copter. Okay. Oh, please no. Ooh, Crop Rot. Okay. Maze? Sure. So they have nothing? We can Revoker the Maze next turn? I wonder if... Oh, no, I can't Revoker Maze. That's not how that works. I mean, if they draw Loam and Wasteland me, that's like super, super bad. Because I really want to get to 2 mana. But it also feels stupid just go Swamp Go. But it might be correct. I think it's playing a little too safe to try to play around another Wasteland here. Another Grove, okay. Okay. So can't Revoker Mazavith because it's a land. Copter's kind of neat here as it forces them to choose between damage and Lackey. Stage. All right, that's kind of scary. I really want to draw a Pithing Needle here. Or Marshall. Can't do anything good with my Lurrus yet. I'm going to play my Grenzo pre-combat to crew the Copter. Yeah, they have a lot of good draws from here. Like, Depth just kills us on the spot. Well, I guess we have a Smuggler's Copter to survive for a turn. Goblin Churgeon... I guess Lurrus plus Smuggler's Copter is just like infinite blockers for Depths, which is really funny. I just Maze the Lackey. So we get him for 4. Just not nothing. Toss a redundant War Marshal. Yeah, Punishing Fire is the scariest thing here, I think. Crop Rot. I'm glad they don't have that. Okay. How into crop rotting for Wasteland am I? I like doing that. Get rid of this swamp. That was a good hit. Alright, so 2 crop rots down. Play the Mox of the Rovens. Don't think I want to waste the stage now. There's no reason to, I think. Nice, more lands are great. Keep the damage rolling along. Yeah, Grenzo value. No kidding. He's the Lackey. Then we hit them for 6. Cavern. I think my spells are better. All right, Grenzo triggers for the win. Sweet. If Grenzo was printed in 2019. If Grenzo was printed, you'd be able to cast it for free and at any time. It wouldn't just be till end of turn. All right, nice 2-0 over lands. That's cool. So we lost 0-2 to Zirda, which I think is not crazy. Like, I do probably need to stick a Null Rod in this sideboard. Yeah. Grenzo's Companion would be kind of sick. Not sure what I would cut to fit the Null Rod. On the play. Here is my Pokemon. Another Zirda deck. Ow. Lackey into Crater Maker, and if we draw a land, we can Revoker them. It's gonna be kind of rough. This really hinges on how easily we can top deck a land. So we've got 24 mana sources in the deck. So I feel like I should mulligan this. This is very high risk. Because also if they just like play Zirda on turn 1 and I blocked Lackey, I'm just like, ugh. Alright, we've got a Caracas. Ship. Extra Expert. Hopefully we don't get turn 1. Lotus Petal would be a nice draw. Mountain. Okay. Yeah, 4 copies of Null Rod, yeah. There's not a Crater Maker, that's pretty good. I think I am going to play out the Caracas even though it shows things, because if I draw another red land, I want to be able to Expert plus Caracas potentially. Yeah, I think Zirda is definitely the most broken one in Legacy. His hand's not that bad against Zirda though, but if we do have to blow up something with this Crater Maker, we do sack our whole board. Losing Trash Master compared to normal, I feel like normal goblins will be better against Zirda by a decent margin. Monolith. Please pass.
No, I'm not allowed to play.
Zirda only really makes one. I mean, Zirda Rebels, that is very cool. I will give them that, but it's not really normal. Is this a Karn maybe? Oh boy. This deck's fucking ridiculous. Maybe tapping down our Caracas was bad, but... Okay. Okay. All the things that could have happened, this isn't that bad. They're plussing. Okay, you get... Is Mountain better or worse than Lotus Petal here? This makes my Wasteland look pretty bad. I guess I'm not Wastelanding them. That is a turn. That is quite a turn you had there, Mr. Opponent. Ooh, Phyrexian Revoker. Hello. Hello. We have a lot of options. Unfortunately, they both Basalt Monolith and Grim Monolith. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, I could revoke Grim Monolith, attack Karn, hold up Caracas. That seems okay. Is there anything better? Look at us chumps with only 4 mana on turn 3 instead of a quadrillion. Revoke Ballista. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. So like, so they don't have actual just like easy payoff for infinite mana. Okay. If our mana wasn't so awkward, we could kill the Karn, but so basically letting them have infinite mana, but maybe not have something to do with it. Also, if they play Zirda, they only have 1 mana open, so then we can bounce the thing with the monolith, right? Or no, Basalt costs 1 to activate, right? Or 3. It'll cost 1. But then we just wait for them to activate the untap, and then we can bounce it, and then they have 3 mana instead of infinite mana. Constructs, we can create a maker of the construct and then kill the Karn. And this also costs them the pedal. Okay, so they get their mountain. Oh no, they get the pedal. That makes sense. Okay, so I see what they're doing. Okay. So I could Caracas to force them to sack both pedals. Or should I just hold up the... I mean, I'm holding up the Creator Maker anyway, but I don't want to sacrifice this Prospector if I can help it. Because if I draw a pedal... I don't think tapping out of Crater Maker is worth forcing them to sacrifice another Lotus Petal. I don't think it's worth it. Caracas responds to first activation. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I know they have infinite mana, but I'm just kind of consigned to letting them have that. Well, how can they kill me with the Needle and Ballista? Oh, Karn. No, I can Crater Maker the Karn in response to Lattice. Do mean things, yes. They only have got 2 cards. We're not in a totally abysmal spot, actually. Makes Zirda unblockable. I thought Revoker draw was pretty clutch. Maybe they're just trying to cast a giant ballista. Oh. Does that kill me? Is this infinite, guys? Yeah, I guess it is. Wow, this deck's fucked up. This deck's fucked up. Because it can pay to untap itself? Okay. I mean, I should have Caracased in response and then Crater Makered the... Okay. Alright, whatever. I fucked that up. Yeah, we were not drawing mana sources. Alright. That was fairly obnoxious. Alright, so Copter's coming out for Karn reasons. Fnatic doesn't really do anything, but does combo with our creatures, so we don't want to cut all of them and then shave a Death Dweller. Sure. This is my first experience playing against Zirda, and holy shit, this deck is miserable. Graphic stops Forge. I don't know if Forge is the card that's gonna kill me most of the time, though. And, like, I feel like Lurrus recurring Crater Maker is more important. What are these hands? I mean, alright, we're gonna hope Double Mind Break gets there, I guess. We're 1-1 down a game. Throw back the mountain. I guess throw back the cavern. Right? Yeah. Hopefully you just walk into these mind break traps. Our first loss was to this deck. Could have cast Lurrus there. That seemed bad. It's an Ancient Tomb target. Monolith. Yeah. Karn. Mystic Forge. Well, shit. Crater Maker, please. Okay, they bricked. Cool. Alright. Well, let's get our Lurrus on board. And still wasteland them and still hold up Caracas. Not a bad turn. So I did have a winning line last game, but I would have to be... Oh, that deck list... Check the cardboard live for the deck list. It's also on my Twitter. It's pretty good. Crater Maker best draw by a mile, because then we just start recurring Crater Makers over and over and over again, and that probably should get them. we find another petal, we can hardcast Mindbreak Trap just as counterspell. Okay. Passing. Alright, so we get a hit in. That's neat. Sunbaked Canyon. Cycle that. Mock Fanatic. Not one of our better cards. I think worth sacking Petal to cast, though I guess Prospector is probably better. Gives us more mana on the following turn. Because with the Petal, we'll have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, yeah, 5 mana. Alright. The Mystic Forge has not been kind to them. Yeah, we can just Fanatic to them every turn. Okay. Braid my Lurrus. I think I Caracas it, and then Mindbreak Trap them, because they're trying to bait me into tapping my Caracas. Seven mana. Like, I feel fairly safe with double Mindbreak in hand. I've got 2 cards. Walking Ballista for 3. No thank you. Really want a black source here. Yes, that's good. That's very good. Karn liberated. Oh, that'd be funny. Get back Petal. Cast Fanatic. Yeah, Mindbreak's pretty good against the Salvager's Recursion. So go to 11. I've got 1 card and a Mystic Forge. Might be hard to get this second Mindbreak to line up with the Zirda. Mock Fanatic is the OG Ballista. The Fanatical Firebrand is haste, but that is, I think, worse than Mock Fanatic. Karn. Another Ballista. Zirda. Only 1 spell on the stack. Or only 1 spell has been cast so far. Is there a point in Caracasing now? Makes him tap the Inventor's Fair, I guess. Or I'm just gonna do it. They have to tap the Inventor's Fair, right? Or lose the pedal. Oh, then they can just Voltaic Key. Alright. Sure. I guess if they're using the key, that means they're not untapping the key to untap the Mystic Forge. Oh, okay. Whatever you say, Callum. Yeah, they only got one card in hand. They can tutor with Inventor's Fair, though. So if they have a payoff... We're not turbo dead. They need... I mean, they can get a payoff with the Inventor's Fair, right? Is this artifacts? Yeah. So they could get a third Walking Ballista. Or no, this is only two. Yeah, okay. They play Pedal this turn? I do not remember. Yeah. Oh, Storm counts 2. So the next thing we can Mind Break. And what do we do about next turn? I don't know. Yeah, just going to go for a Massive Ballista, probably. Yeah. Needle would be good. There's some way to stop this thing. Got both Grim and Basalt Monolith, so I guess Needle on Mystic Forge. Needle on Karn, I don't know. Trash Master, yeah. Yeah, so losing Trash Master in this matchup is a pretty big deal. I basically just need them to whiff on payoffs a little bit. Because I can't really stop the infinite mana. Caracas needs Split Second? Oh my god. That would be so gross. Fun gameplay here in Click City. I guess, I mean, they're almost assuredly just going for giant. Okay, they've had enough. Crack Inventor's Fair. Yep. They got Ballista. Oh, and they have to click to cast it, and we're gonna Mind Break trap it. We're just gonna sit here. That's pretty funny. How sick would Stone Rain be here? Destroy Mountain. Yeah, Mind Break beats Cavern. Oh, did they misclick? Oh my god. We're gonna be here forever. I feel like an asshole sitting here, like, oh, do your combo. Scare Money, that is Is that speaking from personal experience? Maybe a bit of personal experience there. Is there any draw we have that's lethal? I don't think so. Mind Break Trap, Walking Ballista, times 32. Do you also have Karn and Snaring Bridge? Okay. At least it's the other Karn, but it's a 6/6. Alright, let's draw Crater Maker. Crater Maker, please. Thank you. Pile Driver. Well, probably dead. Swing Karn with both? That seems bad. I think the plan... What is the plan? Mog Fanatic, sack Mog Fanatic, ping their face, cast Mog Fanatic, kill them over the course of a couple turns. That seems very unlikely to work. Yeah, having no burst damage at the end here makes this matchup so much harder. I don't think killing the Karns does anything, so I'm just gonna ping them twice. Goblin Grenade, yeah. Goblin Grenade would be pretty good in this matchup, probably. Oh, bounce before block. Yeah, I guess that's the way to get in damage. All right, they go to 5. All right, Crocus does not do anything. Do you have yet another infinite mana payoff? I'd be a little annoyed if you did. Looks like they have it. Just have like Karn or something. We didn't draw any Crater Makers, which is kind of rough. Definitely our like only good card in the matchup, it feels like. This deck's really ridiculous, like pretty obscene. I kind of hope this does not stay legal. This is basically a crazy combo deck that goes off through multiple Mind Break Traps. And like Crocus on their critical thing. Crocus just does nothing. Yeah, and that Karnforge deck was like hideous to play against. Oh my god, that was one of the most miserable Magic experiences. Alright, you got me. Cool. Oh, I did not mean to open that. Yeah, Force Check deck would not be an accurate descriptor. It's a Force Check deck where every single card in your deck requires forcible. All right, I mean, if this is what we're going to be seeing in the leagues, then we do need to play Null Rod, because I do know this deck just eats shit to Null Rod. We've not played against Delver at all, and Delver is like totally dominant in the meta, which is a little obnoxious because we have like all these juicy removal spells for Delver. Yeah, feels really dumb to have Null Rod in our Smuggler's Copter Lotus Petal deck, but Sinner, it's like Null Rod and Vintage, where it's like you just do it anyway. Maybe I'll shave a Red Blast. Okay, playing Null Rod and Karuga. Karuga? That seems terrible. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the Nambo doesn't matter, right? Like maybe we cut Cage Red Blast for 2. 2 rods. I mean, also, we did have a fairly weak clock that game. Like, we definitely could have done better. Like, the 2 Mind Breaks bought each 1 turn. Just not super great. Star Monkey. Oath and... I mean, we just haven't seen control decks at all. Oh, here's a control deck, most likely. Sounds good, though. Cavern Lackey, get your beats on. What's their Pokemon? We got a Yorion deck. I mean, 4-color Snow, I think, is still tier 1, more or less. Windswept Heath. Interesting. Also, Miracles with Lurrus is a thing. So they come out Lackey, I'll play the Creator Maker off Badlands. Yorion Windswept Heath, huh? I guess it could still be a blue deck. Trop. Yeah. Noble Hierarch. Ooh, hello. Our hand looks pretty good against Noble Hierarch. Oh, that's just gross. That's just gross. Doing this now so they can't Invigorate if it's Infect, but Yorion Infect seems not good. Your go. That was a pretty sick turn. Kill your thing, Wasteland you, put in a free Creator Maker. So people asking why I'm still playing Goblin Lackey in this deck that's all 1s and 2s. Sequences like that are pretty damn good. I should have played the Sandbike Canyon, I think. Yeah, I should have done that. Five out with Lyricals, nice. Plains. Charming Prince. Alright. Interesting. I think I'm just going to spend the expert on this. If that is Lyricals and this is Loblins. Magic the Lathering. Well, we all are supposed to wash our hands. So the Lathering sounds accurate. Joke's got layers. Alright, I'd love to see a Grenzo or a Pile Driver here to kill them fast. A Lightning Bolt. Alright. Let's crack this now. See if we can get a Lackey thing. Expert. Alright. Humans. This could be humans with Yorion. That seems not good. Also, Trop. Why? I'm confused what is happening. Terribly honest. They're also at 11. We've got a Bolt in hand. Recruiter of the Guard. All right. It's looking rather human-like. Some sort of soul herder deck, yeah, could be. So we're just gonna expert this to keep pushing damage. Watcher for tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Wasteland. Next turn we can Lurrus, buyback Fanatic. They go to 7. So I think we just bolt them and then they die. Like, I could bolt this in response to deny them a card. But I think I'd rather bolt their face. Could be food chain. Just conceding, all right. Okay. Pyrokinesis seems very good against this kind of deck. Reb seems reasonable if they're playing that Yorion and that Watcher. Food Chain is also reasonable against. We want 3 Rebs. Pile Driver seems pretty good here. So let's say we want these 5. What do we want to cut? Revoker's probably okay. Let's see, shaving a Grenzo, a Copter. Maybe we don't want 3 Rebs. Call is probably still pretty good because we want that instant, like, multiple removal spell kind of thing. Fnatic seems excellent. Shade. This might be a Shave Lackey matchup. We could try shaving a Petal. I don't know if that's like super greedy or not. Shave a War Marshal. A Call. 4th Prospector, maybe. I feel like this is fine. We can be a bit on the control side. Oh, I missed some followers. Duckmane and MTGO Hulk, thank you for the follows. Much appreciated. Welcome. Here is my Lurrus. Another 1-lander, huh? I'm gonna mulligan this. It's decent if we draw a land. We do get 2 looks at land. I guess we do have Blast if we need it off the Prospector. It's 24 mana sources to draw into. 2 draws. That's pretty decent. Hey, Scared Money Won't Make Money with the 9-month Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, man. Welcome back. This is a really close one. I think it's a mole. Alright. I could like turn 1 Copter. Turn 2 Lurrus is probably better. This is interesting. I could throw back the Copter here. Yeah. We want all of our Goblins because our hand synergizes really well with the Goblins. Like, we have War Marshal, or Skirk, War Marshal, Petal, like, Pretty crazy ramp. Another Skirk. Punished. Alright. I think I'll play on my pedal. Noble Hierarch Yorion's a little strange. Brainstorm. Okay. So we're probably play Collector Roof. That would kind of suck. But then we could play War Marshal and then Crater Maker and get our pedal back online. I don't think I want to rush out my my Lurrus against this deck. Most likely. Probably want to preserve it until I can get guaranteed value off of it. Maybe looting away Copter was bad. Or mulling away. Okay, Watcher. Still not entirely sure what their deck plan is. Third Skirk Prospector looking pretty lame. Will say that. But we can kind of set up to go off, quote unquote, go off next turn. Also, just present a decent amount of pressure. We got 4 power on board. I've got a bunch of X1s. Yeah, Vial, I don't think Vial works in this deck. It's way too slow. So if it is Food Chain, we probably die, but... Mog Fanatic would be quite nice. Watcher attacking. Alright, I think I take 2 or 3. That's fine. You don't want to give them the extra card. I think they wanted me to trade, most likely. Yeah, I mean, it's just like Vial's card disadvantage. Like, we have a lot of free mana. Like, we would be cutting Prospectors, and Prospector synergizes with the overall, like, abuse the graveyard aspect of the deck. They got like a Ice Fang or something they want to hold up here. Yeah, lack of cards in hand. Yeah, it's also a big part. So, wish I kept the Copter, obviously. It would be pretty nice here to be looting through the deck. Maybe that was a bad mulligan decision. Opponent casting something with Hierarch. No. Alright. Revoker. Revoker's interesting. I think we just attack first. Ice Fang, sure. That's alright. So we can Lurrus, sack pedal. We can Lurrus, sacking the pedal, get back. Or we Lurrus, tapping. Yeah. Sack, play War Marshal. Is that actually profitable? I guess it gets Lurrus down. Alright, so I think this is what we're doing. So I could pedal, sack a goblin, and cast Revoker. I could sack both, play War Marshal, sack, play Revoker. That leaves me with one more goblin token in play. They like force this. I'll kind of be sad. Okay. Okay, so they've got Plow. I'm gonna name Double Hierarch. Because they have to plow the Lurrus, most likely. Wow, they're playing the Revoker. Okay. That might mean I'm dead. Okay. Interesting. Looks like no. Attacking does not seem good for them. Munitions expert would be pretty ideal. Plow for okay, so second plow makes sense. All right, I'm sad. Munitions expert, please. Mock fanatic. Hey. All right, I'm gonna cut them off white. Kill this right now. Also weakens their clock. Another watcher. All right. So our Lurrus is plowed, which is sad. Okay, so now they're chilling. Ooh, Red Blast. That would have been nice. Another turn. We're kind of stymied. I think I play the Crater Maker here and just pass. I guess I attack with a Goblin token to get a card. I guess I attack with these guys. Hold back the Prospector. Giving them cards feels kind of bad. I'm going to have to trade with these eventually. Trading with expert is preferable for me. Alright, now I'll play this and hold up the Red Blast. What do you got, Recruiter? Alright. Call would be a nice draw. Fnatic would be pretty reasonable. Kind of getting 2 for 1 a lot. We got 2 for 1 here. Not really 2 for 1 here. Is trade with a munitions expert. We're fine. I mean, they've got 4 cards. We've got, what do they get? Eternal Witness. Oh my god. Alright. I guess that's value. Wasteland would be good. Hey. mean, let's attack with our dopey 1/1s, I guess. Though, this is kind of my sack fodder if I have to red blast something. Probably saving this red blast for Yorion. Alright. That was a talented draw step. Probably could attack for 2 there. Yeah, I should attack for 2 there. Alright. Alright. Now we've gotten outvalued. We're 2-2. We lost to Zirda twice, but we've beaten... I forget what the other rounds were. Plow. Alright, well I'm going to sacrifice this so it stays in the graveyard, because we might draw call. Oh, and they get Ewit. They've drawn 3 plows. That's pretty obnoxious. Call would be very good. Yeah. This is quite a deck that opponent's got. This is really a matchup where some Goblin Chain Whirlers would be nice. Get back Ice Fang Coatl. Yeah. Yeah, opponent's just going to grind me into the dirt, I think. We're not really set up to fight these kinds of fights with this deck. Alright. Yeah, our Lurrus got plowed, which is rough. Maybe I should have held the Lurrus until we found a Caracas. Did we side an Oath of Ghouls? We did not. 1, 2... Yeah, Oath would be on for quite a while. Alright, no. Please no Force of Will. Nice. Alright. That was a good exchange. Munitions expert? Swamp. Alright. They have Ice Fang in hand. Alright, we chillin'. This is gonna be tough. We don't really have the grindy tools to win this kind of fight. They do. They have Aetherby on their deck. Okay, that's good to know. They have Ice Fang. Smuggler's Copter. Alright. If we draw an expert for Copter, that would be nice. Or even a Mog Fanatic. Mog Fanatic would be good here. Yep. Well, they don't have a clock at least. Crater Maker. Really don't want to sack my Crater Maker to kill an Ice Fang Coatl, so. They do have to kill me eventually. Yeah, call would be a really good draw. Got one Nike, nah, a really good draw. Do I trade off my Copter? I mean, I can Crater Maker the Ice Fang and feel bad about life. If they have a second one, it's super bad for me. But I could loot into... I guess I can attack first. Alright, I think we gotta go for the attack. We can't just sit here for forever when they get this vial taking up. Pile Driver goes in. I don't want to trade with the Eternal Witness, I think. I'm not War Marshal. Alright. Path. This is an ephemerate. Oh shit! I meant to cast that. I passed through my second main. Whoops. All right. I don't know what's ephemerate deck. It kind of looks like an ephemerate deck. Four removal spells is kind of rough for this deck. There's another Goblin Lackey, just what we wanted. Might force a will this or something. Yeah. Call's what we're looking for. Guess I could have attacked for one there. Okay. What are the chances they have nothing? Low? Let's play for the low odds. Yeah, another force makes sense. All right. Okay. I mean, they're down to one card. They're flooding pretty bad. Oh, please don't E-Whip again. Jeez, alright, it's a terrifying card. So they have all four plows. And a path. What'd they get? Flicker Wisp. Yeah, alright, that's game over, I think, basically. I'm gonna get back Yorion. So we'd have to draw our other red blast. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I can hard cast Pyrokinesis and kill everything that the Yorion flickers. I guess that's a plan. So they draw no cards, and I just have to beat a 4/5. All right, I guess we're doing it now. It's a pretty good Pyrokinesis. So now that Yorion doesn't do anything. Hierarch. Yep. Alright, so... Oh, they're not even casting it? Just to kill me? That seems wrong. So we've got Caracas in the deck still. Call would be really good. Lotus Petal, not good. We're going to hold that in case we draw Smuggler's Copter. I mean, it was killing 4 creatures and the Path to Exile, more or less. Okay, so they're waiting for that. Sure. Man, imagine if we drew Reb right there. Are they still not casting their Yorion? They're just waiting? That seems... Yeah, 3 for 5, basically. Oh, they're going to wait to file it in? Oh my god. That is so greedy. Palace Jailer. Okay, that makes sense. Wow, they're fully playing around another Red Blast. All right, good for them, I guess. Mog Fanatic's not going to get there. Okay. I think I'm going to shave a Lotus Petal. Bring Lackey back in. Got slot removal. Definitely did not want to cut Grenzo there. Revoker can hit their Vials, which is cool. Pile Driver looked worse in that game. They do have a lot of blue creatures, but they also have like Eternal Witnesses and stuff that trade pretty well with Pile Driver that I don't want to deal with. We drew a lot of Prospectors. We drew all of our Prospectors, actually. Maybe we want Oath. Oath might backfire. That's what I'm scared of. But maybe it's better than a Copter because of Ice Fangs. They also have a lot of plows, so creatures might not necessarily get to the graveyard super easily. Alright, we want to be on the beatdown plan. We need a beatdown hand. Why is this open? Alright, for the 3-2 Dream. That's a pretty good beatdown hand. So, Badlands, Petal, Lackey. Turn 1 Vial would be nice to see. It looks like they've got removal though. But if they have to hit the Lurrus, please just play Noble Hierarch. No! Boo! Alright, that kind of sucks. Land is nice. So they've got a lot of removal spells, but I think we got to go for the Lurrus here. Lurrus Petal, get back Petal, cast Riva Fanatic. I guess we walk into Force of Will pretty hard. It's so good for us to play this, though. I think it's really high upside. Huh! No force, no force, no force, no force. Nice. Also just thought I had a red elemental blast in my hand, and I don't. So we're just trying to tempo them now. We just kill all their things. God damn it. That's frustrating. Just 2 plows in your 80 card deck, just in your hand. Lurrus better than Ringleader? I mean, you can't cast Ringleader on turn 2. They're fundamentally aiming for different things. There's Oko in their deck? Okay, sure. So, Expert the Oko? Or Prospector first? Hit Oko for 3. Hit Oko for 3. We have a Bolt. Plow Plow Oko is a pretty damn good hand. But we do have 4 power here in a bolt in hand. We have cantrip land. Brainstorm, sure. Maybe I should have brought in more rebs. Kind of hoping to get mana screwed there. It's hard to tempo a deck out that's all basics and doesn't miss a land drop. This looks like it might be another Oko. Knight of Autumn. Okay. What would you like to do, Knight of Autumn? Destroy the Phyrexian Revoker? Okay. Ooh, that's good. Next turn they can cast Yorion, which is a fucking problem. I think we're gonna save call to kill the Yorion with a Death Touch Munitions Expert. God, there's still a 16. I've got 3 cards. So we can try to Sunbake Canyon into Red Blast, counter the Yorion. That's the easiest thing. We can Fanatic. Yeah, we can Death Touch the Fanatic, but they're not going to cast the Yorion into the onboard Death Touch Fanatic. They're just going to kill it. I think this is happening. Pedal. Not the best. Maybe I should have just bolted the knight. Probably not, though. Fuck. This Oko ate so much damage. This fucking ridiculous card. It's a pretty decent draw, huh? Force of Will. Pitching. Okay. Please just slam Yorion. Really? Okay. 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 I don't know how we killed this Oko. Red Blast, I guess. Should have brought more Red Blasts. Unfortunate. Oh no. Oh no, we can Revoker it. Okay, so we get back Revoker, Fanatic. Revoker names Oko, Thief of Crowns. Death touch counter on this. Put a menace counter on this. Get out of here. And I don't think we can waste time attacking the Oko. If they kill the Revoker, they kill the Revoker, I think. It's gonna be hard to ignore the Revoker, the Oko, but Prelates, sure. Does mean we can't attack anymore. Prelate on 3. All right. More experts, please. Cavern. Oh, this is Menace. Oh, they might have Ice Fan Coatl. Fuck. Do I play around Ice Fan Coatl? Got 1 card. Hey Marcel, we're 2-2. We lost to Zirda twice, and we're game 3 against this deck. They got 1 card. It's a random card. Do I attack with my Menaced Revoker into a potential Ice Fan Coatl? That is the question. I think I do. I don't think I can win if I just like sit here. Okay. We'll hold land in case I draw Copter. Oh boy, that's gonna be a tough one. Fuck! Come on. I don't know why I got swamped there. Alright, so now we have to draw another needle. They just have so much fucking spot removal in this deck. They had turn 1. Yeah, it's Bazillion. Yeah. I should have brought in more red blasts. I only brought in 2 because I didn't see the Okos until this game. Oh my god. Yes, I think Lackey is still good. We saw that in game 1. Charming Prince, yeah. I have to draw my second Reb. Or I have 2 Rebs left in the deck. Alright, so I can kill this and then... Yeah, this deck's fairly sweet, I guess. Kind of annoyed I'm losing to it. We're going to go 2-3 here, which is really shitty. Because I think this deck is very good. This is just like a brutal matchup where... I mean, they had turn 1 Plow for Lackey, turn 2 Plow for Lurrus in their 80 card deck. Like, I get they're also playing Path's Exile, but, like, that cannot be very likely. Because of that if we untap with that Lurrus, I think we're really likely to win. Nice, another land, just what we needed. This is the kind of deck that's like a buy for normal Goblins. I'm going to play a normal Goblins League after this. Yeah, you got fucking Elks. And they ripped the second path. Oh my god, fucking Flicker Wisp too. Alright. I guess we have a Pyrokinesis now. Sacking Munitions Expert. Undo. Alright. Kill this. That? Or did we kill the Prelate? Probably should kill the Prelate in case we draw a Call, because it's one of our better cards. They have another fucking Force. Okay. Pitching the 3rd Oko. Tinker my Colossus, thanks for the follow. Alright, opponent kind of had the nuts here. Like, we had a fairly aggressive start against their pretty dirtily deck, and they just They just had all the value in the universe plus all the spot removal for our threats. So I don't think we have outs now. Probably should have bought an Oath. Feels like an 80 card deck should not be that consistent because I know it's not. Yeah. He's died to Oko. Alright. Oh no, wait. We're only around 4. No, we're 1 and 3. Alright, well. I think this deck is a lot better than 1 and 3. I think this deck is actually very good. Jim Davis 5-0'd with this earlier. And he faced tougher matchups. I mean, like, Zirda seems really hard. Zirda seems really hard to beat. We need Null Rod. I think running into 2 Zirda decks in one league was pretty rough for a deck that's not prepared to beat it, because like I've never played against Zirda before. Yeah, I think these 2 can go for Null Rod. Because this is good against Gyruda, but Null Rod's also good against Gyruda. How much are Null Rods? Okay, they're not expensive. Cool. All right, for their pity points. So we beat lands, right? So Zirda, lands, Zirda, Yorion, Blink, dude. So this is the matchup that would be like an absolute buy, I think, with Vile Goblins, because we would completely outvalue them, like most games, and Chain Whirler would just like flip the board upside down. Hey. It's kind of a weird deck compared to normal Goblins because you don't want to lead on a basic a lot of the time. Because it sets Lurrus back a turn. They also didn't reveal Companion. What does that mean? Blue-Red Delver? Bolt the Prospector? Chain Lightning. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so it looks like Blue-Red Delver. Hand's pretty good against Blue-Red Delver. Ooh. Since we already got 1 Badlands, we're going to get the other one. Not going to play around double Wasteland. So Dreadhorde Arcanist, we can expert it. Bolt, yep. And a Wasteland. Alright. That's unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. Ow. So, unless they wasteland me again, I'm not punished for my fetching. Brainstorm. Maybe looking for another wasteland. Oh. That's Rug Delver. Alright. Ponder. I'd love a land so I can play this War Marshal and these experts. Land would be so good. No shuffle. Alright. come on. Oh, it feels bad. Oko, true name. Hooting Mandrels, alright. Desperately need a land here. Specifically Cavernous Souls would be so good. Alright, Wasteland. One of the worst lands in the deck, but it's a land. It's gonna get dazed. Yeah. Man, I hate Delver. So they're just gonna brainstorm into more wastelands and kill me. Because I got 3 munitions experts stuck in my hand. And they'd be very good here. If they never find another wasteland and we just draw a cavern, that would be... Nope, rip. Alright. What? They're not wastelanding me? Alright, they're playing Tower. Alright. We can wasteland their wasteland. Draw land, draw land, draw land, draw land. Not wastelanding me seems really bad. So I can kill the Hooting Mandrels. That seems worth. Set a force. I guess we can attack. I'm not jumping the Goyf yet. Waste the waste. Would have been nice for that War Marshal to resolve. Yeah, take 4 is fine. Really hope they play a Delver here. Ponder. Another War Marshal would be really, really good. Cavern would be really, really good. Okay, 3 cards. Hey, there's War Marshal. Alright. No counters, please. God damn it. Fuck Delver, man. Still not jumping. If we're jumping, we're never winning. We only have 1 War Marshal left. Grenzo. Okay. Do you have yet another counterspell? I think they do, but they just didn't bother to counter. They're just going to bolt Grenzo. Okay. Am I okay dying to 3rd bolt? I think so. Because the way we win, we attack this turn, and then next turn we flash an expert, deal 3, double block a Tarmogoyf. They've already used a Chain Lightning as well, so they've got 2 bolts left in the deck. Okay. Copter. Probably have like a spell snare in their hand, so we chillin'. I could have attacked with Fanatic. That was a mistake. Alright, no more dazes, please. Maybe Stifle? No? Okay. Alright, Goif down. Yeah, so they should be at 10. I should have attacked with Fanatic last turn. They have another Goif. Oko. Oh my god. Fuck this card. Two, three. Probably gonna spell pierced. Yeah. Well, we made a game of it. We got pretty close there. We never got to cast our Lurrus because of the double waste. All right. Red Blast is very... Oh, Goblin Churchman's great here. Pyrokinesis is okay. I think we want the Oath. Revoker only hits Oko, which we're bringing in blasts for. Call seems pretty good. Pile Driver's bad. Shave a Crater Maker. Copter's okay against stuff. It's kind of clunky though. I'm gonna shave one. And then this should be really good against Goifs and stuff. I think we only need 1 Kinesis. Got 24 creatures. I think we'd shave a Lackey. I'm scared of having enough red cards. We got, what, 17 plus 12. So we got 29 red cards. All right, that's probably fine. So 28 is okay, I think. Let's got Prospector over Lackey on the draw. I mean, on the play. Nope. Okay. Throwing back what? So this is turn 1 Prospector, turn 2 Copter, most likely. I think Grenzo is our worst card, even though that's pretty good. Doc Gob's pretty good. Let's do this. I'd rather than Wasteland Sunbite Canyon, and I think the 1 life is okay. Alright, so we're exporting that ASAP. Companions didn't make my hate for Oko disappear. Yeah, me neither. We can pay for a daze. Nice. Alright, so Delver down. Then we can go Wasteland's okay. I'm fine with Wasteland. Bolt be kind of annoying. Alright, Chain Lightning. I'm not going to sacrifice my board to Chain Lightning their face. Pyrokinesis. Get another Badlands here. We really want access to black. Alright, we've cost ourselves a fair bit of life. Do you also have Daze? You said Delver, Wasteland, Daze, Bolt. Sure, have the perfect Delver hand, opponent. I guess now if we draw a land, we can play Lurrus. But we want to get Dock Gob down before we play Lurrus. But if we get the Dock Gob down, then we play Lurrus. That's so good. Ponder, yep. At least we have him kind of on the back foot. Cavern would be a really good draw. Shuffles, cool. Maybe they're petering out if they start. There's Oath of Ghouls. I don't know what this does in the result of a tie. Guess nothing. Probably nothing. Let's find out. Opponent reading. So we can like Dock Gob, sacrifice our Munitions Expert to get it back. Awkward that Smuggler's Copter is not a creature here. Definitely matters. We might end up giving them their Delver eventually. We've got a reader. Alright, Oath resolves. That's cool. Alright, so it doesn't even trigger when there's equal creatures in the graveyards. That's good to know. Land would be so good as if we just cast this Lurrus. Yeah. Yeah, Oath is sick. Also, Mandrels is kind of awkward. Alright, that's a big goif. That's a big goif. Alright. If they force it, we just get it back next turn. Okay. Opponent's Wasteland was very good. If they're delving, Brazen Borrower. That's a bummer. Alright, so they deny us. Alright, I think we take 5, question mark? Yeah, we want the fodder for Lurrus. We are taking a pretty significant amount of damage. I just have too many threats. And Mandrels. Land? Okay. I think a Pyrokinesis here. 2 cards. No days, 1 time. Cool. Okay. Now we just have to be careful not to die to this thing. So we block. Then we sack Munitions Expert. Target this, sacrifice this. We really want to draw Mogwai Marshal. We gain 3, that's gas. Jeez, another Goyf. Okay. So Goyf, Mandrels, Borrower, Delver. That's an insanely threat-heavy draw. Wasteland. Okay. I don't think wastelanding them matters. And then we get back Prospector. We're kind of doing it. I won't feel safe until we have a Mogwai Marshal. So we go block here, then target this, sacrifice this. Yeah, it's basically infinite chumps, and we gain 3 life each time. So now we're at 15. They just attacked us with 2, 5, 6 Goyfs, and we've gone to 15. Please no Oko. God damn it. They've just drawn every threat in the fucking deck. Alright. Elk. Yep. Alright, so choose an opponent who has fewer cards in the graveyard than I do. Yes. Get back Munitions Expert. Pedal. Not super useful. Okay, so we can attack. Merfolk Joe raiding with party 5, welcome. We're playing some very unusual Goblins decks. I guess I can waste them off red, so they can't bolt in response. They've got, this is Elked, Marcella. Alright. So this does not work out well for them. Oh yeah, we can loot, yeah, we want to get rid of the Lurrus, that's right. Okay, so we want Expert in the yard. We're at 15, so we can take this hit. And we're going to crack this Sunbaked Kenyan, I think, most likely. Dead to bolt off the top. No, we're not. Oh, wow, there's 6/7s? Yes, we are. Okay. How the fuck are they 6/7s? Oh, the Planeswalker, right? Okay. Oh, yes. That was such a good draw. Okay. So I can expert the borrower. So I've got one creature in the graveyard. They got one creature in the graveyard. So I need to do this on their upkeep after the Oath trigger resolves. Yeah. Oh, nice for you to come in and watch then. I appreciate that. This is unusual technology indeed. We're just holding on. All right, so sacrifice. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Rug Delver's playable? Yeah, Rug Delver won the last challenge. Or, no, they got second. I fucked this up. Well, not really. So, protect this, sacrifice this. Yeah, I want to let Lurrus die. Please stop drawing threats. All right, Cavern, please. Yes. So we either get back Expert, kill the Delver, or we get back Lurrus. I think we got to get back Expert this turn. There's another Expert. Okay. We can see if the Delvers flip. I mean, we're going to kill the Delver. Yeah, Oath of Ghoul's text is a nightmare. No flip. Decklist is in the Cardboard Live extension. This game's so funny. It's like treading water. This one, sacrifice this one. We can play Mog War Marshal next turn. And that should buy us a little bit of time. Fuck, Wasteland. Oh, that's so bad. Is that their third Wasteland? It's the second Wasteland. Alright, so I died a daze here. Oh my god. So they drew Wasteland with their days. All right, rip. We tried. That was to be fair, that was an insane Rug Delver draw. Goyf, Delver, Oko, Mandrel's Borrower. They had so many threats in the top 20 cards of their deck. And 2 Wastelands, 2 Bolts, double days. No, they had 1 cantrip. 1 cantrip. Alright, 1-4 with Lurrus. That's really unfortunate. I think this deck is actually very good. That's just a really feels bad, man. I mean, we got punked out by Zirda. We were not prepared to deal with Zirda. I mean, I guess if I had... Maybe I'm supposed to just let the Delver kill me if the just say the Delver can't flip that turn or else I lose, and I'm supposed to buy back Lurrus. No, they'd have days. I'm supposed to buy back Mob War Marshal. Because then that actually puts me ahead. Yeah, put in Null Rod. I'm not going to play fucking Delver. Fuck Delver. Fuck Delver. Delver's like a blight on Legacy. How are Goblins in Legacy right now? I mean, I think normal Goblins is fine. Last 10 years. Delver's been around for 8 years. Yeah, most things that get banned are because of Delver. So yeah, I mean, I think Zirda, we just have an unprepared sideboard, and I'm gonna buy Null Rods right now. Like, Zirda's like this deck that if you have no rods, you can win. If you don't, you can't. Alright, so that's Lurrus Delver, or Lurrus Goblins. I think it's a good deck. This card's really sweet. I think we got some pretty unfortunate ends of variance there. You know, running to Zirda is rough, and then Rug Delver, I think, just really had a very powerful draw for Rug Delver. And then... you know, game 1 we lost. We basically just got double wastelanded. That's basically what happened. Both those games is why we lost. We got double wastelanded. And then we got dazed and like turn million in our all 2-drops deck. It's definitely an interesting build of Goblins. It's a pretty different experience.